We love to picture royal weddings as flawless fairy tales, gowns sparkling, tiaras gleaming, everyone floating down the aisle in perfect order. But let me ruin that illusion for you real quick. Royal weddings have been just as messy, awkward, and chaotic as anyone else's big day. Take Queen Charlotte, wife of George III. She sailed from Germany with a wedding dress commissioned by the king himself, dripping with jewels, tailored to her exact measurements. But weeks of seasickness and the grief of losing her mother meant Charlotte stepped off the ship far thinner than when she left. So by the wedding day, the gown was a disaster. With all that heavy jeweled trim, it hung off her like a bedsheet. Panic ensued, obviously. The famous slipping bodice may be a later dramatization, but the gossip stuck. Some even claim a new gown was thrown together, though since she arrived the very same day, that's nearly impossible. Others say the jeweled original was altered and passed down to another lucky court lady, a royal hand-me-down if there ever was one. Either way, whether it was a genuine wardrobe malfunction or just later legend, Charlotte's royal debut went down as a fashion disaster. Fast forward to Queen Victoria. Yes, the queen who started the white dress tradition in 1840. Everyone copied her pure, white satin and Huntington lace. But behind the trend-setting moment, chaos. Her veil and massive train nearly swallowed her alive during the ceremony. She reportedly struggled a bit while kneeling and moving, which is why some accounts note the moment as clumsy. Graceful? No. Iconic? Absolutely. Even Princess Elizabeth, future Elizabeth II, had her tiara snap on the morning of her wedding in 1947. Cue panic. The broken tiara was rushed across London with a police escort to the royal jeweler, who soldered it back together just in time for her walk down the aisle. But the chaos didn't stop there. Just before her portraits were to be taken, Elizabeth realized she had left her pearl necklaces, a wedding gift from her father, at another palace. Talk about forgetting your something borrowed. Her private secretary bolted off to retrieve them and barely made it back in time. And the cake? Oh yes, even the cake wasn't safe. The massive six-tier wedding cake, sent as a gift from the Country Women's Association of Australia, was damaged during a stopover on its flight to London. A local pastry chef had to patch it up on the spot before the cake could continue its journey. By the time it arrived, it looked flawless, but it was basically traveling on royal life support. Then there was Princess Diana, 1981. Her gown was pure fairy tale fantasy, poofy silk, antique lace, and a record-breaking 25-foot train. But there was one tiny problem. All that fabric had to squeeze into a glass carriage. By the time she reached the cathedral, the dress was crushed and wrinkled beyond recognition. And thanks to Diana's last-minute weight loss, the designers were terrified it wouldn't even fit. Spoiler, it barely did. And as if that wasn't enough, just before leaving for the ceremony, Diana accidentally spilled her perfume, Quelques Fleurs, straight down the front of the dress. Total panic. Her makeup artist, Barbara Daly, tried blotting the stain, but no luck. So Daly gave her genius advice. Hold that spot on the gown as if you're just lifting the skirt to avoid tripping. The trick worked. The world never saw the stain. The designers never knew. And Diana's secret went with her down the aisle. Fairy tale on the outside, hot mess behind the seams. And yes, modern royals aren't immune either. Meghan Markle's 2018 wedding to Prince Harry? Cue the infamous bridesmaid dress meltdown. Little Princess Charlotte's dress didn't fit, leading to the crying drama between Kate and Meghan. Last-minute sewing until 4 a.m. saved the day. Just barely. So calm down. Royal weddings may look perfect in portraits, but behind the scenes? Dresses that don't fit, veils that attack, trains that wrinkle, tiaras that snap, and family drama so messy it makes your cousin's drunken toast look tame. Because here's the truth. Crowns or no crowns, even queens can't escape wedding day disasters.